direct now. Okay, let's see. Welcome, welcome. Okay, all right. All right, guys. So, welcome to today's live stream. Basically, it's CPI, as we all know. In barely 5 minutes from now, we will be experiencing CPI, and of course, I'm here to view what basically analyze, and let's see if there's going to be an opportunity for us to take trade on our prop account. So far we have not taken any trade yet, though the analysis we did yesterday did play out, but of course it was off my trading time, so I didn't take it on the prop, but of course I did utilize it on the other account I'm trading. So basically this is yep. So currently this is what I'm looking at. Actually expecting to see a retest of that level 30. A moment. So I'm actually expecting to see a retest of 32.27 area. So this is basically a trade call I gave out in the morning. So it's CPI. So basically I would be extending my SL. So this is basically what I did analyze previously. This was prior to our CPI. So this is barely 4 minutes. So this is what we looked at yesterday. So this is it on gold. I did call this analysis yesterday. Let me take off this. No. All right, so this is what we looked at yesterday. Price was currently here as at the time of the night when we came live stream. So I did mention that this is the buy area, so we should keep an eye on it. And of course, we did see a nice drop and price push, and today it did hit our target, and that was a clean 1:2.7 risk reward. So that was a nice trade yesterday. So but let's focus on today. Barely 3 minutes to CPI, and let's see what CPI has for us today. All right, so a quick one. Let's all right, so basically what I'm going to do today, going to leave this pending. So since it's CPI, mostly sometimes there is unexpected volume. So let's quickly look at the direction when it comes to this expectation. In the next 1 minute, we should be able to define our direction. So the index, this is what we have on the USD index, and this is a level that is an area of concern for me. So with this, I'm expecting a breakdown. So basically from the 30 minutes, I'm expecting a breakdown in price. I'm not actually looking out for a buy. when it comes to this. I want to see, so this is basically my projection on the index. We came in a little bit late, so I'm expecting to see a little bit of push down before probably price could shoot higher. So this is what I'm expecting on the index. So let's see what happens in the few seconds right now on so for now we're not going to be picking any trade for now, no trade. So after the first 15 minutes, then we'll decide what to do. So CPI right now, no trade. In few seconds. All right. Okay, so it's out. No trade yet. So let's see if price is going to react to this level. Let's see what happens. If price is going to react to that level, then of course where are these guys? So let's see, are we going to get a reaction at this point? Then of course and we can look out for the buys. So like I said, on the index, it just broke below the line I identified. So let's see if we can have more drop to the downside before probably a reaction. So this is basically where I'm expecting to see a reaction if we see price drop. So I'm just gonna do a random one. So I'm gonna take a look at this impulse move. So 50% of this move to 38%. So basically, sorry, there's 50 to 61 pending the way I've drawn my FIBS. So this is the zone I'm actually going to be looking out for a reaction on this on the index. So if we have a breakdown, so this is basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a breakdown to this zone. So of course this breakdown will signify weakness in USD, but of course this does not negate our expectation with regards to a further drop in price before the push. So this is basically what I'm looking out for on gold. As pertaining to US30 overall, we are looking for the bulls. That is what I'm expecting to see on US30. So for now, this zone is still very much active. So this zone is very much active. There might be a possibility that we might get another throw down into this zone, probably a little bit of a sweep before the bullish direction. So for me, I'm still gonna be very actively looking for buys on US30. So this is gonna be the roadmap, or of course if we have a breakout of this structure, this particular one, not what this level. So if we have the breakout of this structure, a breakout, a retest, then I'm going to be looking out for buys at this point. So basically this is the roadmap for me on US30. So I want to see a breakout, a retest, then we can now look out for new highs, or we look out for price correcting to react within this zone, probably a little bit of a sweep. Then if it sweeps then close above the zone, then of course we are looking for buys to the upside. So this is basically the roadmap for me on US30. Okay, so gold is gradually declining. So let's see if we can get a reaction around this level. So it's worthy to note, like I said, this analysis was done in the morning during the London session. Every parameters were duly considered. We're expecting a reaction at this level. So I'm still kind of holding on to that bias to see if price will actually react at that point. Then we can look forward to pushing in the buy direction. So scenario 1, then scenario 2, a break above this structure, then we should be looking out for a continuation. So we're gonna be patiently waiting to see what happens. So this is gonna last till okay, let's see. If you are just joining us for the very first time, if you enjoy our content, please kindly smash the like button, subscribe if you have not already done that, and turn on your post notifications so that whenever I drop content, you will be the very first to be notified. You don't want to miss out. Okay. All right, so let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. All right. We are patiently waiting to see what happens. So basically, there is no much volume happening today. So with regards to the CPI, sometimes when we have reactions like this, you are looking forward to see movement sometimes 30 minutes after the news. So let's see. And when you look at the data, there is no much of a difference. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So we are expecting buys on gold, same with US30. We are also expecting buys here as well. So like I said, I'm expecting to see price react at this level, then probably close above the zone before we can look out for buys. Then second scenario, if we have a push, a trust above this structure, a retest maybe on the 15 minutes or 5 minutes, then of course we are going to be shooting higher. So let's look at our possible targets. So we'll be looking forward to see first price taking out this liquidity. So that is it. So a further push in price would be this level for us, this high created by this imbalance candle. So that would be ultimately my target. So if I get a breakout here, so let's go to the 1 hour time frame so that we can get clarity. So if I get a breakout, a retest, then I'm gonna possibly aim for the TP2. But if I get a reaction at this point, then if I'm gonna go the extra mile, I'm gonna aim for this. Of course, let's look at this. So if probably we have entry somewhere here, and maybe our SL around this point, so that would be around 189 pips. So the structure high itself, it's more than 1:1. That is a 1:1.4. So if we aim for this, that would be a 1:2.6, which of course is realistic. So this is what I'm gonna be looking out for. So if we have a break, a retest, then of course we are looking forward to risk reward that would probably look like this. So maybe I'm gonna be considering this structure low for my SL. So that leaves my SL around this level, right? So if I'm going for this, it's barely a 1:1. So hence the reason I would be looking out for a possible target at this point. So that would be at least a 1:1.6 ratio. I'm always good for whenever I have at least 1:1.5 above. So because my system has a high win ratio, so sometimes I can escape with somewhat a little bit below a 1:2. So these are basically the scenarios I'm gonna be looking out for on US30. So for now, we sit on our hands and watch to see what happens. So this is price didn't get to our entry. It's still dancing and it's kind of looking like there is a possible boost in play already. So let's take a look at the index. So the index is still in line with our analysis. So let's see what happens. So even though, for those probably who might be wondering, so even though our expectation is to see the index drop, which of course signify or signals weakness in the USD. Yeah, so that is why our overall direction is bullish. But of course, even with that fact in place, there is still expectation that we should get a correction before the buys actually uh, take place. Because even though these are inversely correlated, it's not all the time you're going to have them move in pari passu. So that is why sometimes personally I do not really like to engage the index, but of course just go technically head on with the with gold or even with US30. So this is basically my view. So if you have any opposite view or whatever projection you have, you can share with me in the comment section, and let's get to learn together. At the end of the day, the sole purpose and the sole aim is for us to make money. So that is it. Okay, so right, so let's see what happens. Patience is required. Patience, man. Gotta be patient, man. Stick to the process. Make sure you stick to what works for you. Imagine yesterday when we were doing our live stream. Imagine I bought at this point. I would have been in a drawdown all the way before the trade actually played out. So that is why patience is required. So imagine putting a limit order and waking up, because this happened during the Asian session, waking up to see that price has your limit order has been executed and you are already floating in profit. So by the time I woke up, I'm already at this point. I think by then I was already floating. It was 120 pips. So I just had to sit down to see it push to target. So if this is what I've been doing and it's working, so there's no point jumping into any trade here. You just have to be patient. That is why we are coming to do this live, especially for those who are engaging with their prop account. So like I said, with this, we're going to be trading this prop account live. And so far no trade. There are rules. We only take trade during the London session or the New York session on this account. So especially the New York trade, you'll be part of it, but for the London trade, any trade I take during the London session, when I come online during the New York, I will only get to explain so that we get to learn from it. But aside from that, every trade that will be taken during the New York, of course, you will be live here to take it with me, and we will all manage the trade together. All right. Yeah, meanwhile, if there's any other pair you would want us to analyze for me to share my view, you can drop it in the chat session and we will engage. Yeah. But first of all, you just have to let us know your view. Then comment on the instrument. Then, of course, we can take a look at it. Here, we don't want to spoon feed. We want you to learn so that whenever you don't have anybody around, you can get to do it yourself. We want to teach you how to fish, not to give you fish. Yeah. So please, if you have not subscribed yet, kindly do that and like the video, share, turn on your post notification, and you will be notified whenever I come online or whenever I drop any educational content. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. All right. All right. Let me get to look at a possible scenario so that in case it breaks out, then we know where to join this particular trade. Okay. So basically, if we have an healthy close above the 61, then we should be riding towards the same TP area. So this will be a kind of a confirm entry you want to see. So that would be like a 1:3 trade. So let's see. So whichever one, we are up. We are up for it. So these are the possible scenarios covering my two out of my 3 entry model. So the first one is this. So you're gonna wait, and that was this. This is more. This has about 80 to 85% win ratio, and it's always the one that gives me more risk to reward ratio. So this is 1, so this is 2, and the third one is not gonna be applied here. So let's see. A test of this zone, we are in. A close above the 61. So let's a nice close with confirmation. Then it's a buy for me. So let me note the areas so that all right, so let's wait and see. We wait and see. We wait and see. All right, so it's 1 p.m. So let's see. US30 possibility for it to come down. So if we take a look at the 1 hour time frame, there is a rejection to the highs or to the top, so there's a possibility that it will correct. So either way, we are just gonna be patiently waiting. We want to see reactions. We are not moving with sentiment. We are keeping to our proven approach. So basically, regardless of this sharp rejection, candlestick wise, there's a high probability that we could see price drop, but I'm not falling for it. I'm not going for it, because at the end of the day, I'm still looking out for the bulls. So let's see. We only wait and see what happens. Gold is pushing, so let's stay on the 15 minutes. In case we have a close above the 61, then we can just jump into the trade. So this trade, we are likely going to risk about 100 and let's just say 106 pips. So potentially going for 316. That is if we have a close above this. So let's see. Let me know, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Are you also in support of my bias? Do you have something different in mind? Let's engage. Still patiently waiting, man. Patience is the name of the game. Patience, man. This is why you need to be patient, man. Checking time, bro. Alright, man. Let's stay on gold because there's likelihood that we might have a close above the 61, and which probably would be an opportunity. So let me just add an alert. All right, so let's. All right, 32.48. So let's see, 32.49. 32.37. So let's. All right, so let's see. So like I said, this account is gonna be doing 0.5. So so 49, that is where we have let's see, can we add an alert? Right. So we're looking forward for price to close above the 32.49. So let's see. We have a close there, then we should be shooting. Market is really testing our patience, man. CPI, we expected at least some level of volatility, but it kind of looks like today is one of those days where you really have to be very patient to at least get some good opportunity. Otherwise, you might end up right. So let's see how it goes, man. Patience is really required today. You can't really do anything aside from being patient. So for those of us who are just joining, um, we're looking for bulls on gold. So we have two scenario. Um, this is an analysis I did in the morning during the London session. So I'm expecting price to correct all the way to 32.27. Then we can look out for buys. Then of course, if that fails, if we have a close above this level, so this is a 61 FIB level from my projection. So if we have a close above this level, confirming the buys, then of course we will go in for this particular trade setup. So the target will still remain the same, and this would be our SL, and of course we would be looking forward for a 1:3 risk reward as against this which would be this which probably should give a 1:3.38 risk reward. So this is basically what we are looking forward to on gold. You can make this up, guys. You can make this up. US30 is still kind of dancing around. As for US30, I think in the next 15 minutes we would basically get an idea of the direction with US30. So our projection remains, we're looking forward for a possible liquidity grab in this area, possibly a little bit of a sweep, then a close above the zone, then we can now join the buy. Or if we have a breakout, a retest, then we can look out for a buy on the lower time frame. Of course, this is the 15 minutes time frame. So these are basically the trade calls we have currently. And I have also stated, let us engage in the comment section. If there is any other pair you are looking at, let me know on the in the comment section. All right, so gold is dropping. So let's see if we will have a possible entry here. So let's take a look at the index. We are still expecting it to do a drop to this area before the correction or the continuation, since it is still bullish. So let's see. Alright, so let's look at buy limits at this point. 32, 26, 26. So I'm going to put my buy limit there. 32, okay, 32, 25, 96. Okay. All right, so our buy limit is in place. So let's see. this is our buy limit. So let's see if we're gonna get a price dropping to our buy limits area, and let's see what happens from there. So this M5, let's go to M15. Yeah, so this is basically the trade call. So let's go back to our trading view so that we can recap. So we are still looking for price taking out this level, tapping into this level before the buy, or if we have a close above the 61, then we can now look out for this. So let's see what happens. As I saw price dropping, I expected to see more drop towards our entry. So hence the reason I had to initiate that limit order. So, but let's see what happens. We're still in it. Kindly like and share the video and subscribe, please. If you have not done that, please subscribe. And let's interact. Is there any instrument you want us to take a look at? Let's know in the comment section, and let's get to analyze and learn together. So now basically I feel price is acting or reacting to this minor demand. So you could see that we did see a correction, price push bullish, and we did see some sideways movement. At this point, volume kicked in, and we did see price take out this structure and this structure. So basically price has gradually dropped towards that area or that zone. So I'm beginning to have a feeling that probably it's going to react to that level. So hence, if we have the close above the 61 level, then it would be more or less a good buy opportunity. So either way, we will just react based on what market is gonna do. Looks like today's gonna be a long day. Maybe we gotta play some game. All right, so current 15-minute candle is bullish. Let's see in the next 5 minutes what are our expectations. All right, so we are getting the drop as expected. So let's see. patience, patience, patience. Patient pace. All right. All right. So I'm gonna take an aggressive step. Uh, if this closes bullish, I think I'm gonna anticipate a break. Okay, so let me just have a buy stop. Let me see if I can set a buy stop in some few seconds. 32.48. So basically this is the 15 minutes, so we are expecting, okay, so there's a likelihood that if price take out this bullish candles high, so that is a 30 minutes high, then there's a probability that we are going to go bullish. So I'm going to jump in for the buy. So guys, I'm in the buy, so I'm going to take off my buy limits. So if this, all right, so guys, let me go back to my board. So guys, I'm in this buy. This is a presumptive buy. So I'm risking about 104 pips on this trade. So let's see if we will be in the good books or So we watch it on our on our trading view. So let's see if we acted too early. So let's see how it goes. Remember that the very key thing is the risk. So now let's note that, which is very, very important. So now if you take a look at this, so I'm risking 104 pips. So let me see if it can give me the dollar value. Since my loss size is 0.3, so that means I'm risking about 300 and something, so which is just a little bit of 0.6%. So which, if this trade takes me out, I can still come back with another opportunity. I can see another opportunity still on go. Probably if it finally gives a confirmed breakout, then I can now still join. Then I know at the end of the day, overall, maybe I've raised just 1% for the day. So this is one of the things we seek to probably encourage during these sessions, so that you get to understand the approach to trade your prop account, so that you don't get carried away by the hypes of someone said, oh, I passed my account with one setup. You don't want to do that. So literally I always advise people, whenever you are buying a prop account and you want to trade, give yourself averagely give yourself averagely 1 month to pass the account. With that, you wouldn't feel much of pressure to use unnecessary risk. So imagine this is a 50k account, as you can see right here, and I'm using 0.3 on gold. That was because of where I intended to put my stop loss. If my stop loss was going to be way below this area, definitely I would have reduced my my exposure. So let's see. Alright, so let's keep our eye over here to see. Let me check US30. So basically there is no action. So if I'm out on this trade, that is basically where we're gonna be rounding up. So basically the volume is very low. Maybe we'll be getting volume soon, but for now the volume is low. So this buy was as a result of, okay, price reacted at this level, so presumptively at least this is the range that price should at least fill. So it's an aggressive area, so I expected to see, as this closed bullish, I expected to see somewhat of an aggressive push, because of course it was also volume time. So that is it. It is nothing out of the ordinary, so we just wait to see what happens. If you are also in this buy, let me see, let me know. If you have taken this buy, let me know. All right, so let's watch it. So a moment, guys. All right, back, guys. Okay, man. So it's aggressively heading towards our stop loss, and that's fine. So this particular trade, I'm going to close it because it has taken out the low, or it has closed on its own. So stop loss taken, and yeah, so as you can see, that trade was not up to a 0.6%. So first trade, so we still have about 0.4% to go for the day, which of course we are looking forward for it to drop. So if it does, that would be cool. If it doesn't, that is it for the day. We come back tomorrow, and that is it. So that was a loss, and we are still looking forward to this entry. So if it hits here, then we can look out for another entry. So let's see, man. Right, so let's see what happens. So we're still hanging on for the second opportunity, which we get a reaction here. So if you are having a buy limit, put it at 32.26. 32.26. So you can drop your buy limits around that level. So let's see. Still looking forward to get a retest around here, or a test around here. Let's see. Patience is key. Man. So you can see sometimes what happens. The index is trying to drop, but what happens to gold is equally dropping. So this is why this is what I explained earlier in the stream, that though this should signify bulls for a weakness in the index should signify bulls for gold, but there are key parameters, of course, that should also be considered when it comes to gold as a single asset. So that is why this happening does not really surprise us. So that is it guys. So let's see. See, man. So price is heading towards our entry zone. So this is a 150 pips risk targeting 514 pips. So make sure you apply proper risk management. If you are having $100 account, of course you can't go below 0.01, so you should use 0.01. So if it ends in loss, at least you're just losing 15 USD, which is 15% of your account, because of course with $100 you can't do risk management. Surprisingly. So much patience, man, so much. Today being CPI, I expected markets to do better, but of course at the same time I think they actually did the move yesterday. So what basically what should have happened today, they actually did it yesterday. So but that regardless, we still expect some move. All right. So basically, this is what we have. So we're still going to hang in here for some minutes. At least we have about 10 minutes to go for this current hour candle to close. So let's see what happens. So, but you can leave your limit order hanging there in case. So let's go set our limit order. 32.26 is the limit order that I will be using. 13. So because we took a loss, so we drop the risk. So we gotta drop it so that we still stay within our. We're gonna make sure that you are staying within our 1%. So, all right. So this is it. All right. So that is our limit order. 26 target 75. So let's see. So even if I go off, this limit order is still what I'm gonna be using. It's already set, and that is what we're gonna look forward to see if price gonna react to it. That is it. Six minutes to go. So let me. Okay, so let's get to see. All right. So guys, I'm gonna be wrapping up. My limit order is set. So let's just hang on to see if it's gonna trigger, and that should be it. If it triggers, of course, we're just gonna let it run to whatever it may be. If it's gonna be stop loss, it's gonna be take profits. It is what it is. We are sticking to our process, what has been paying over the years. That is the same thing we're just sticking to. That's all. So remember, our entry is at 26. Yeah, so this is our entry area. So this is a 2635. So if we get that triggered, so it means that we are almost in the trade. Getting close, but it's dancing around. Yeah, so let's see. US30 is still dancing. really dancing. All right, so it's approaching our limit order, which is our buy entry. Today has been CPI, so we're still sticking to our system. This is not a buy stop sell stop signal. All right, so price is heading to our entry. Let's see. So let's see. So basically on trading view, our entry has triggered, but we decided to go a little bit lower. As you can see, based on our system, entry has triggered, but we wanted to be a little bit cautious by dropping down our entry. So let's see. Still have some expectation that it's going to fill us in. So if it flies from here, that would be sad. But this time around, we are not taking chances. Our risk is checked, so we just allow market to do its thing. All right, so it's 2 p.m. It's a new hour candle. So okay, I think we are about to be filled. All right, so we have been filled. Yeah, so let's check it out to see. Yeah, so now the next thing is to see or to wait on the markets to see what happens. So order has been filled. Yeah, so order has been filled. Yeah, and currently this is what it looks like. So let's see what happens. So for the purpose of this trade, so I'm just gonna hang on for the next 12 minutes. Let's see how the 15 minutes candle closes. So let's see what happens. So if you had also placed the buy limits, let me know in the comment section. So I'm gonna hold mine. This is the risk. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see, can I have an alert? So let's see. So let's see what happens, man. Don't forget the same strategy I use for this. Sorry, I use for this is what I use for this. So let's see what happens. We are hanging in. So currently we are just up 39 pips. So let's see what happens. Let's okay, a moment, guys. We'll be with you guys soon. All right. Okay, so currently we are sitting 64 pips. Sorry, it's more than 64 pips. So let's use our, let me see, settings. Yeah, entry was 26 flats. All right. Okay, so right. All right, so 69 pips currently. So let's see what happens. Let's see. All right, so the first 15 minutes candle is up and is bullish. So basically, at this point, I would say if you are in this trade, if we have price push to about 100 pips towards this level or more, you can secure your trade. For me, I'm still going to be holding. Remember, so let's go back. It's for me, I'm still holding. It's my prop. So you can see currently we are up 134. So our target is way up here for 491 pips. So which currently we are just in some few, about 70 pips or so. So our risk has been very low because we already took a little loss. So if we were not in a drawdown, you could have double of this. This is what we would have been making right now, because apparently we'll be risking about 0.4 on this trade. So we'll be making more of this. So you can see price just tapped into our entry. It was a limit order, tapped into our entry, and it's currently pushing in our favor. So let's see if price takes out this high or gets to this high. I'm going to be breaking even, and let's see what happens. So tomorrow when we come up live again, and you will get to see the update on this trade. So this is it for now, guys. Thank you for being a part of today's session, and we'll see you guys in our next live stream. So please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe and like the video, so that it will help the algorithm to push the video to more people to be a part of this channel. Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace. Not bad. Nice sniper entry.